Hello there, and welcome to the second Dawntrail boss guide. The very first mechanic you'll see is Frosting Fracas. This is just a raid wide. Shocking, I know. Next, the boss will cast Fluffle Up. This will spawn 4 ads, all doing a frontal cone. And then the boss will cast Cold Feet, which will tether to 2 of the ads and freeze them. So the idea here is to go in front of one of the 2 ads that are being frozen until the other ads have done their cleave, and then go into the new safe spot. After that, boss will cast another Fluffle Up, and this will spawn another set of 4 ads. This time they're bigger and they do circle AoEs. But the boss yet again casts Cold Feet, and this will tether 2 of the 4 ads. Same concept as the last time, just go towards the ads that are being frozen, and then wait until the other set have gone off, and then run into the new safe spot. Next, the boss will cast Snow Scoop. This will spawn 2 sets of snowballs. All you have to do here is find the first initial safe spot. That safe spot will then be covered up by the other set of snowballs, so don't panic, just wait until the first set has gone off. Then once the first set has gone off, move into the first set safe spot. During this point, the boss will also cast Sparkling Sprinkling, and this will give everyone spread markers, so just make sure you aren't clipping each other with these. After that, the boss will cast another Fluffle Up, but this time it's going to spawn every set of ads, all doing their mechanics respectively, and the boss will also cast Cold Feet. So pay attention to the ads being tethered here, identify the safe spot, then wait for the unfrozen ads AoEs to go off, and then move into the new safe spot. It's quite a bit visually, but just watch this footage and get a general idea for how this works. After that, it's rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. For our next boss, the first thing it'll do is cast Wind Unbound, which is another raid wide. Isn't that crazy? Then it will cast Crystalline Crush. This will spawn a tower stack that everyone should ideally take. The tower stack also spawns these crystals. This will be the safe spot during the next mechanic, which is Wind Shot. Everyone will get these donut AoEs, and ideally everyone should just stack these together. The boss will then cast Earthen Shot, which will cause the crystals to do a point blank AoE and give everyone spread. So make sure you're out of the point blank AoE and you're spreading out and not clipping each other. The boss will then cast Crystalline Storm. This will also spawn those crystals, but these ones are a bit different as it's not a circle, but it's some lines. Same concept, these will be the new safe spot. The boss will then cast another Wind Shot, so make sure you're stacking these up or spreading out enough that you're not clipping anyone else with your donut AoE. Next, the boss will cast Earthen Shot, which is going to explode the line crystals, so making very small safe spots, and it will also give everyone spread markers. So just make 2 spread out accordingly. There's only a little bit of room in melee range, so if you have a melee or a tank, make sure they're taking those spots, and the range are taking the range spots. The boss will then cast another Wind Unbound, and then Seed Crystals, which are spreads. But they'll also spawn Crystalline Debris, which is going to keep you bound for the duration, so just get rid of them by killing them. I have no idea what happens if you don't kill them, so just kill them. Next, the boss will cast Stalagmite Circle, which is just a point-blank AoE, and the boss will also have a gaze, so just make sure you're turned away from the boss during this point as well. If you're at this point, you've done Troya, you'll know exactly how this kind of gaze works. The boss will then cast a Cyclonic Ring, which is just a donut AoE, but it'll also do the gaze again, so just make sure you're turned away from the boss. After that point, it's just rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. The last boss here will start off with Heaving Haymaker, which is another raid wide. Wow, 3 raid wides in a row at the very beginning of the boss fight. Next, he'll cast Stonework, which spawns a pillar of a variety of elements. For this one, it is fire, and this is similar to an earthquake mechanic, so dodge inwards at your earliest convenience here. If you've done E4 Titan, you'll know exactly how this works because it's the same mechanic. You'll then be targeted by spread AoE, so just make sure you're spreading out. Then the boss will cast another Stonework. This time it's water, and this is just a knockback in the direction that it spawned. So just make sure you hug the wall or press your anti-KB. I haven't actually tried anti-KB, but it probably works. Then he'll cast Sledgehammer, which is a line multi-hit stack, so make sure you stay in this and don't move out too early, like I almost do. He'll then cast Arcane Stomp, which will spawn these orbs around the arena that will gravitate towards the boss. These will give the boss a damage up stack, so ideally you want to be taking these and getting those damage up stacks yourself. He'll then cast Enduring Glory, which will do more damage the more damage up stacks he has. I know that's surprising, but otherwise it's just a simple raid wide. After that, he'll cast another Stonework. This time it's Wind, which is a knockback from any direction of the Wind pillar. Again, anti-KB probably does work on this, but just make sure you're getting pushed back and not into the wall. Afterwards, it will spawn some tornadoes here, which are pretty slow moving and quite easy to avoid, so just make sure to be using those eyeballs of yours. Then the Wind pillar will do another pushback, so just make sure to not get pushed into any of the lingering tornadoes or the wall. After that, he'll start to combine Stoneworks. Here he did a water and a fire. So the idea here is to get pushed back into the first fire AoE that explodes, as seen in the footage here. You'll then get spread markers again, so just make sure not to hit each other with these. And at this point, it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. And that'll do this dungeon guide. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.